Well, the steamer was wonderful. As expected, made very short work of this crappy old paper. Although I did use a fast method. I'm sure you all know that when using these steamers, instead of just steaming a bit and having that in mid-air, just blasting steam nowhere, you steam, put it there, scrape it off, put it there, scrape it off. So you're using all your steam since it uses loads of bloody electricity. But like I said, I'm sure you all know that. That's what No More Nails is for. Look at bloody state, it's all crumbly plaster. I bet there's clumps of horsehair in that. They used to have a wheelbarrow full of horsehair to mix with the plaster. And these old terraces, 1855, they'll just be thrown up, by a bunch of navvies. Mill owner, I want 3 streets here for my workers. Is that the right accent? So they build a mill and then they build terraced houses nearby. And then knock on the windows with a big bamboo pole to wake them up. If they didn't have alarm clocks, a few little bits left. I'm curious about that. It's all sticky as well. What did they use for wallpaper paste back then? Well, when this old paper was put on. All down there as well. Just perished, didn't it? But like I said, I'd rather knock all the plaster off and have someone in plastering. I can't plaster neatly. Skilled job, innit? No need to bother with that because that's all going to be covered up with that chopping board. I just found that downstairs. That's off one of my grandma's things. Should I have a big chopping board on? Or just that? And cut the wood down. I'm not sure what. I might cut a strip off there. Should I tackle that tomorrow? No wonder I'm tired going home from work. Doing 2 bloody jobs in one day. So that's all off. Even that crappy little skirting board will loose. I'm just going to budge it because I rarely use this back bedroom anyway. It's meant to be a guest room, isn't it? Although if there was noise on the front or that chav next door were blasting music out in his bedroom, I'd sometimes sleep in here, but for some reason I just configured the furniture incorrectly, like I keep saying. So a wardrobe's going there, chest of drawers there, there's a socket down there, bed here. And as for them little bedside cabinets, I'm not sure, like I said in the other video, which I deleted and I'm re-uploading. I know I'm a coward. Look what's on the end of the video. Look at that. When was I 38? Many years ago. Only worn them twice. 501s. And a black denim shirt. I got it, but they've given me the wrong bloody label, double XL. And I said I want 4XL. I got about 3 from a shop in Blackpool and just grabbed 3 bags. And one was the wrong size. If you want a denim shirt in double XL, called a Real McCarthy, unbranded, but it's far too small for me, double XL. It's about a 44 that I think, 46. Right, so tomorrow I'll get squidging all the obvious grotty bits. I'll squidge some down there, I'm not going to check that. It isn't loose, I don't think, it's just crumbly plaster behind, so with a squidge of No More Nails it'll be okay, won't it? Even them hinges there, they've cut into the beading there, Victorian beading, to fit that old hinge. Or is it a modern hinge? It's a modern hinge, it'd be a strap, wouldn't it, if it was an old one? So I could squidge No More Nails in that and then smooth it use that as a guide, smooth it. And then when it starts setting, just whittle away till it's a perfect continuation of that pattern. We just hacked into it and who did that? Probably my old granddad. If we had to hang a picture up, I found a 4-inch nail in one of the walls downstairs. So what's this to my mum? My mum said, oh, your granddad would just get a nail and bash it with a big lump hammer until it went in to hang a picture. Didn't use roll plugs in them days. Although I did there to put a giant mirror up. Right, I better get that into a bag before it starts sticking together, or sticking to the bloody carpet, it's all gooey. And then I'll hoover up. I'll not go in the hoover for all them bits. I know it's nothing to do with motorbikes, is it? Excuse me. Although, like I said, this, when it's finished and it's nice and painted and nice and decorative, Bandit Nev can come over for a holiday. 3 months. Can't rent a bike because there's no room in my backyard for another bike, so you'll have to go out back of me, Nev. We'll go to Blackpool and Lake District. What about that? Could go to Blackpool and meet Big Brenda from Bispham. She might have a friend for me. With all the big bits up. Hoover, hoover. Yeah, it started off chirping me bloody smoke alarm because of all that steam, and it's still chirping. Is that low battery indication? Possibly. Duracell. Right, steam it out of the way. Hoover plugged in, I'll knock this off. So like I said, it's a guest room. Something to do in it, but I'm going to be even more tired after work tonight. Just put a new battery in that smoke alarm and it's still chirping, and of course that means it's past its use by date. Not the battery, the actual alarm, they don't last forever. There's some kind of radioactive sensor in, believe it or not. And there's a little sticker with the date on, March 2005. I thought I don't even remember buying them. I didn't move into here till Christmas 2006. So I'll go to that cheapo shop. He had 2 small ones made by a kid. There's that one. They all seem to pack up at the same time. And they were, because I tested them and I said, oh, they're very good smoke alarms, them, kid. Not usual rub. I nearly said not usual crap you're selling. So, while there's a bit of time, well, lots of time, I'll go and get a couple of smoke alarms. If there's any left, we might have sold them all. Then have a bite to eat, then relax with a brew, and go to work. Yeah, nothing to do with bikes, very sorry. I'll put a picture of my bike up. Maybe a few interesting bikes. I'll do a little slideshow if you like, just to keep the bike theme going. Bye for now. You know, I don't think I'll upload anymore in that back bedroom. You know what's going on, don't you? And the message behind it, keep busy, don't get bored. People are going by me. You were on the radio on Alan Bezitt last night. I can't stand this, I'm gonna have to... No, keep on with it, don't spread. How am I spreading diseases? You're arguing on radio. Alan Beswick's chat show from Manchester. Right, bye for now. Right, that cheapo shop sells 2 little rings. So I bought some and I've done some more of them key rings made of old coins. My grandma had a jar of old coins for some peculiar reason in a cupboard, and I've cleaned some up and I'm making them into key rings. It'd be ideal if you had one with your birthday, and I've got a halfpenny with 1964 on one of my jackets. Yeah, that one. That's my birthday. There's so many of them though. I could buy a load of rings and sell them £1 each. They're all in here. Some are really worn though, 1920s, 1918. 1917. Yeah, that's when my granddad died at Passchendaele. Should I put that with his picture? Or would it be a bit spooky? My great granddad, Grandad Woods, William Henry Woods. Anyway, enough of this waffle. Bye for now. I'm knackered already. I have strong coffee, I think. If you haven't seen that cookie before, that's from Blackpool. Surprised I haven't got real ones in this grotty kitchen. And on that note, I'll say goodbye. Oh, yeah, as regards to the virus, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Makes you double, don't worry. Be happy, don't worry. Because it were a bit plain, I put that red sticky stuff in its gob. I should have fitted some teeth, some big teeth. The other one is I Will Survive. That's relevant, isn't it, on this current madness that we're going through. You won't be able to hear that, will you? It's too quiet. So, goodbye for now. Alright. Hello. Is your lottery working? Is it working? Oh, can I have a look at it for tonight, please? Yep. You can put change in your charity box. Thank you. There you go. There's always something with bikes. Bloody money pit, old bikes. Look at the time, 7:38. I asked if I could book half a day's holiday and come home at 6. The reason why, I've noticed an odd smell. I thought I recognised that smell. On the bike, I mean, not me. And I just put it down to that crap paint I used on the radiator. I thought it's coming from near the radiator. Must be that crap paint. And then, when I got to work, it was really strong smell. And a woman were behind me last night said, a lot of steam coming off your bike. And when I parked my bike up, guess what we're piddling out? And it's this. It's called a water bypass. That's all it is, water bypass unit. That goes to that, the big pipe with the metal spring protector on. And then there's that, a little bloody, that looks dodgy. Can you see? I don't know if it's picking the screen up. Even that one on that scrap engine looks dodgy. That's on eBay. There's some green there, and that's what mine is, just piddling out. Not just a little bit, just pitting out, like. I bet that's cracked. Because look where it is, right near the bloody headers. And of course, like my headers all rusted away and deteriorated, we're getting hammered by rain, salt and shite. Well, that's the same with that. But I've looked on, it's in Harley's manual as well. I didn't think it was, I thought they'd missed it, but there's a little illustration. Install the water bypass cover to the cylinder, and it shows it. You can't see it, can you? It's got an O-ring, inside that shape. But that pipe goes into a collar around the bloody oil filter. What's that doing? Cooling the oil, or helping to cool the oil? Rather unnecessary. The whole bloody thing's unnecessary. Why not just have it going into the engine if it's about some kind of bypass or a part of the circulation system? What's that bloody thing going? Like I said, there's a metal collar. I've just been looking at mine and cleaning it. I'm going to take a photograph, but I don't know, I'll see on eBay. Although I've had a sort of pleasant surprise, a brand new one isn't that much. I've just been looking on, I forgot who it is. It's a got genuine Honda parts off these in the past. It's in the UK. What can you see there? Probably can't. Illustration often looks nothing like the bloody real thing. £51.52. And then there's your O-ring, 2 screws, but are them screws just gonna bloody, bolts? Are they gonna snap? That pipe, I've ordered one of them, that's 20 quid. It looks a bit knackered. Jubilee clips aren't necessary. Where did I send for some? I've done a little shopping list with my basket. My kite. Yeah, 51.52 for the aluminium casting, O-ring, 320, water hose. Oh, sorry, clamp. Yeah, I've ordered some clamps, 2 of them, 224. The hose, £10.50. Bolts, 2 of. Shipping. Total, 78, is it? Oh, 79.79. Well, for a new one, that's not bad, but fitting it, how the hell do you get behind the headers? If it's loose when you remove the bolts, fair enough. I could probably get a long spanner to it. Should be on a bench, shouldn't it? Oh, the bike shop's going to open. Keith Dixon said something about opening for something or other on May the 1st. PayPal, DPD. I could just have sent for that £51 casting, aluminium casting, but it's Otherwise I gotta get the little bolts and the o-ring and the hose. So 80 quid. But as I'll be getting bloody taxis for the foreseeable future, you know, you write off £80. That's less money than a week's bloody taxis. Should I book a week off work? There's always something, isn't there? Bloody thing. But like I said, you can imagine it. Getting a right bloody hammering. It is 18-year-old or whatever. 16-year-old. 2002 under the seat, but registered 2004. Yeah, you can imagine it, can't you? Blasted with crap, salt, vibration, heat, so that little bloody thing. I wonder if it is part of the cast unit, or is it fitted in and then sealed up somewhere with a bit of weld on. But like I said, I bet them, if we're getting hot near the bloody headers, I bet they're bloody welded on. Be right buggered to get off. Can't budge it because like I said it was obviously a crack there. I thought maybe just, yeah, that's a thought, well it's maybe just a Jubilee clip. What I'm going to do, go to the car shop tomorrow, get some coolant. I have one tub, 1 litre, and see if it's coming out of a crack, see if that clip is loose. Lord, I would have sent for it by then. I was going to send for it tonight. It's gone dark. What time is it? 7:45. I'll pour some coolant in, and I'll put the bloody tank down now. I checked all the top of the tank, top of the engine under the tank, I mean. Check all them hoses, everything's fine, even the radiator's fine, surprisingly. So it's that. I better double check, haven't I? It's hard to see though, to get, look where it is under the bloody headers. I've got crash bars there, so there's 4 exhausts coming out, crash bars. And the bar on the mounting bar on the bloody frame. I'll go and have another look. No, I think there's a hole in it. I'm sure there's a hole. I just used my big long pliers. What's I done with them? Check them back inside. And had a poke at the little bloody unit itself. I'll show you where it is. Well, you've seen on that illustration, haven't you? Oil filter there with a bloody pipe coming out of it. It's a pipe at the top. And it's behind that bar, that's the engine mounting bar. Horizontal bar, so to get to that, impossible for me. And I just topped it up with some coolant, switched on, and it was dripping out, but you can imagine when it's under pressure and circulating, it must have been flooding out. Yeah, I just had the tank up. People think, well, someone else had them undone. No, what you do, you hold the ball's head steady. I'm not tightening it up, it's work. So, it's still a bit loose. pull it backwards on a little slider, lift it up, and you see, there's the radiator top up cap which I just had off, stuck a funnel down, poured some in, and it just piddled out. It just goes back up to the hilt. Yeah, so someone were messing with them when I took it into a bike shop once. Come on, you fiddling fighting thing. Yeah, you see that bend then. Yes, it looks shiny on all the shiny bits, but in fact, I think the old girl's falling apart. No fuel leaking, is there? Very basic, aren't you? Just a bloody seam there with that welded on, so it's not disturbing the petrol inside, it's just on the trim. I could see it bend when I tighten the bloody bolt up. So I will order them bits, 79.79. Who's gonna fit it? I'll see if Dixon's are back open. I could ring Jennings. It's worth paying a couple of hours of labour just to get it done. It's a relief it's not the bloody radiator at work. I was thinking, oh, a radiator, I'll have to get a Chinese one, they're only 40 or 50 quid. And it's not, it's that little bloody thing. Nothing else to add. Fight around getting taxis. Kept telling Clive, get a mountain bike, and I'm in the same boat now, aren't I? I should have a mountain bike as a backup. Fed up with the same thing. I think when a bike gets to 50,000 mile in all weathers, everything starts to go a bit pear-shaped, doesn't it? Oh well, bye for now.